Well, I heard there was a Ziegler chord David played and it pleased a lot. You don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Barefoot king composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Good evening, good people. Happy Monday. We are having trouble streaming to LinkedIn. This may be an issue with LinkedIn. We'll keep trying. Huh. Well, look at that. Whoops. Oops, I'm in the wrong live. Hallelujah. What are our plans tonight? I have an idea for something fun to do with Suno that I experimented with in the early days of these music things, and I haven't tried in a while. So we could do that. Is LinkedIn still messed up? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, it looks like it's messed up. Just remove the destination from the stream and re-add it. Remove. Remove. Re-add it. All right, now it looks like we're streaming on LinkedIn. Have you used Superbase OpenAI API with Lovable yet? I've used Superbase with Lovable. I don't think I've used a specific OpenAI API with Lovable. But I assume that just means you can hook into OpenAI and do content generation and things like that. Is that right? I'm still trying to get used to my microphone. This is my microphone. Oh, let me switch these. Producer Brandon had a little computer meltdown right before we went on. Hello, Tobias. What's happening? What's shaking, good people? Producer Brandon is back, it looks like. He's at least back on post-it note duty. Yeah, it looks like he's back. Okay. We have Producer Brandon back. Do me a favor on TikTok. Share the live if you'd be so kind. If you're on Twitter or LinkedIn, tell friends. Same with YouTube. Saw a great breakdown of the month of computer costs. Everyone has bought into reasoning that is so hard to generate thousands of times tokens, even as they get cheaper. Oh, compute. Yeah. Math. Yeah. I mean, listen, everyone I know has a different take on the energy consumption. And it is clear that the training of these models takes a lot of energy. But like the training of GPT-4, from what I can understand, for like a recent thing I heard, it's kind of the equivalent of flying a 747 8 hours for one flight to train all of GPT-4. And then inference is even cheaper. So I don't know. Like at this point, I know they need lots and lots of power and they need lots and lots of GPUs to serve up. I mean, OpenAI by the end of this year is likely going to have 1 billion weekly users. So they've got a lot of stuff to do. But you know, the whole thing of like it takes a gallon of water to do a prompt is all bullshit. I think it takes 5 drops or something like that. So anyway, whatever. I mean, here's my thoughts on the old on all the energy stuff is that in relatively short order. Hang on, I'm just repositioning things here for the TikTokers. We got a bit of a mess over there on the TikTok. You can't read the comments. It's a mess. Probably within 2 years, Google will certainly have it. Apple may or may not, but we're going to have local large language models on our laptops and our phones that are probably about as good as GPT-4, maybe even GPT-5, maybe even reasoning models. I don't know. So a lot of the energy consumption on inference is going to be offloaded to the however much energy your phone takes, right? And then the bigger models are going to get more and more efficient. So is it an issue right now? It might be. I don't know. Should we be concerned about it? I think we should be concerned about it if it's threatening our power grid, right? If we're prioritizing AI training over people having electricity in their house, then yeah, that would be a problem. But you know, I don't think it's doing that yet. So I don't know. That's above my pay grade. Not the training. Every model is throwing massively more compute at every response. They're thinking when they don't need to. I agree with that. It's killing the cost-benefit equations. Those wrapper apps are dying off due to expense. Now, that's interesting. Grok is spending $5 of compute on what costs GPT 5 cents. Yeah, but that's an ego thing. That's Elon Musk wanting to have a bigger wiener than Sam Altman. I mean, listen, all of these frontier companies are trying to figure out what gets these things to AGI and ASI. So the fact that they're throwing massive amounts of compute at it right now, just because it seems to be working, I don't know. I like where I go with this stuff is we're in the development era of this generative AI stuff. If we were 20 years into this and and it were this inefficient, I'd be worried. But like nothing's stabilized. Nothing has plateaued yet. They're all trying to figure it out. So, you know, anyway, I don't know. I just, again, I don't know. I don't know that there's clear enough math out there that we can make informed decisions as consumers, for one thing. And then I also think the efficiency is going to keep changing. Just saying that they are screwing themselves for the same reason. Brains don't think deeply on every idea. Yeah, I get it. It's fascinating to me. Well, in theory, OpenAI's routing model, GPT-5, in theory, it won't think when it doesn't need to. In reality, it seems to be thinking a lot more than it needs to. And if you look at David Shapiro's recent posts, he's all pissed off at ChatGPT-5 because it's doing all sorts of like second guessing of itself and trying to offer up new things and create follow-up questions. It's not just answering the questions. It's trying to be a bit more of your good buddy. Oh my God. Have you ever used local AI image gen models? I didn't do it locally, but I did run a Google Colab instance of Stable Diffusion with Dream Booth early on in 2022. So I have installed and run local image gen models, but I did it in a cloud, a cloud instance that had a good GPU in it. Because I'm on Mac laptops, I don't have like a 4090 or whatever to be doing that. It's trying to be politically correct, smarty pants. Yeah, I know. Again, I'll give all of these guys grace right now because they're trying to figure this stuff out. I mean, quite frankly, like the amount of power that each of us individually have, like my co-founder of Storyvine, she let her ChatGPT subscription go, so she's just got free ChatGPT, and she's like, it's good enough for her to do all the stuff she needs to do without paying for it. Like the amount of power that we have, in our hands today because of what these guys are doing is remarkable. And I think us holding them to task or taking them to task for the fact that they're changing personalities and it's over-indexing this way, now it's over-indexing that way, now they're using too much thinking, now they're not using enough thinking. Like, let them figure it out. I got a flash goal on TikTok. About as fast as they fix their naming convention. Well, you know what it is. I mean, the naming convention is a pain in the ass, but I think they knew where they were going was not, to a routing model. They didn't anticipate the fuck up with the GPT-5 launch and deprecating 4.0. So we're back to where we started with there. What I would say is that I feel like the model companies, when they do really fuck something up, they have been responding, right? When that one version of GPT 4.0 got really sycophantic, they shut that thing down within a week. It looks like Elon's pulling back some of his tweets about the little anime girl that you can talk to, you can talk dirty with. Wait, who are we supposed to go follow? Google AI Studio. Oh, is that new? All right, we're supposed to go follow Google at Google AI Studio on X. All right, let me share this tab instead. Search for at Google AI Studio. What I don't like about that, Brandon, is that tells me that the shit that they're going to release tomorrow is going to be available in Google AI Studio, but not on Gemini. And if you don't know the difference, Google AI Studio is where the developers go hang out and where they build their stuff and access their APIs. So it's not a bad place. It's just not a consumer place. The Gemini.google.com is the consumer place. Oh, by the way, today I did something that I'm okay with. I wouldn't recommend you do it. But I've got my son's insurance is switching from, he turned 26, so he's off my company insurance, and we've got to get him new stuff. And they want things like, what are the specific, diagnoses and treatments and things like that. So the place where he gets all of his treatments, they had 400 megabytes of medical records in PDFs, like 700 pages, and just all these medical records. And I put them into Notebook LM, and I said, hey, here's the situation. Here's what I need. And it wrote up this report that was dead ass accurate in 45 seconds. It was amazing. Just amazing. AI Studios come a long way. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's actually go there. Let me, before I shit all over them. AI Studio.google.com. Share this tab. Autosave is now enabled by default. Let's go plus. Oops. So URL context tool, audio to audio dialogue. Try Gemini's neural real-time dialogue with audio and video inputs, native speech generation, native image generation. This is, I guess, where Nano Banana is going to be when they release that. If you haven't heard about Nano Banana. And then here's all the, this is, the interface here is much better than it used to be. They've clearly gotten some people on the team that know what they're doing. It looks like Meta, after all those $100 million hires, is losing a bunch of people. It looks like they've got a bit of a shit show over there. So I'm not expecting Meta to get any good anytime soon. I think Rick Rubin is the hair sponsor of the day. What did I just see? Oh, yes.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say that I think that from what I've seen just over the weekend is that Google is planning to leverage Google AI Studio as its new frontier dropper, where it will tease new models and do a research preview of them before it releases them to Gemini, which is their more consumer stable friendly product.
Yeah, I think that's generally been how they've done it. But it's like not a lot of people know about it. The challenge I have with Google is they announce stuff as if it's a consumer launch, and then it's often not. It's often for developers only. Like I just don't feel like they have a good sense of who their actual customer is. Listen, it's gotten a lot better in the past 6 months, and this is now a much more usable site, even though it's a bit cockpit of a 747 still. It's much better than it was. So, yeah, it's not a bad thing.
But I've seen now 2 tweets since the start of the show that have suggested that we follow Google AI Studio on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's probably the announcements. It looks like OpenAI makes their announcements on Thursdays. Apple used to make theirs on Tuesdays. There was some reason why Apple did their announcements on Tuesdays. I forget what it was, but Tuesday could be tomorrow could be the day for Google. So we'll see. Cool. Yeah. I wanted to try something tonight with Suno. and I think it could be fun. So, oh wait, maybe I'll. Let's see. All right, I got an idea. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Suno. We're gonna go to create. All right. So if you've never been here before, this is Suno.com, and this is a music making platform, and it makes all sorts of cool music. So let's just go grab one here. What do we got?
You think you know me, you don't. You can't skin him and bone a man. Not cold, not Chan. I'm flawed, I'm wrong.
Nice. I like that.
You think you know me. Lines of code won't make you see my flesh, my blood, my broken dream.
All right, so it makes songs. It makes songs. So about a year and a half ago on Udio, which is another similar kind of thing like this, I did some spoken word stuff and it did pretty good. And so I wanted to see if Suno could do good with spoken word stuff. So, actually what I'm going to do, I have on my pile of crap here on my desk a book by one Brandon Tidd. Called Fantastical Journeys. So we're just going to pick a random page here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with audio and we're going to record. All right. So I got it. Hang on, people. This is not easy. All right. And this is not what we're going to use as the final thing. I just want to see if it can recognize this as spoken word. In the depths of the ocean, there lived a group of jellyfish who had a special talent. They could juggle. These jellyfish named Gemma, Jack, and Jill put on a juggling show every evening under the sea. Okay, so let's hear it. In the depths of the ocean, there lived a group of jellyfish who had a special talent. They could juggle. These jellyfish named Gemma, Jack. Right? Good, pretentious, spoken word, New York City, East Village, cadence, right? So we're going to save that. Uh-oh, can't fetch the uploaded audio. What? Oh. Do I have to re-record this? Damn it. Oh. All right. One night, the ringmaster, a wise old alien named Orion, announced a special act. The audience gasped as a comet zoomed by, and out came Luna, the lunar. All right. Save. Please save. Oh, come on. Let me reload. Record. I said to the man, when you record my voice, the worst thing you could do is to lose the recording of my voice that you record, because each performance is the most important performance. Don't lose it, loser. Okay, save. Come on. You can do it. Okay, it recorded it. So now we're going to do a cover. We're going to continue. Okay, so now we've got a recording. So now we need lyrics. Okay, oh wait, let's see. I said to the man when you record. So it says speech. So it got that this was spoken word. So what we're going to do, let's go over to chat GPT. Show this tab instead. We'll do new chat, and I'm going to say, you are an off-Broadway spoken word artist with mastery of the words you speak. I want you to craft a beat poem spoken word performance, no stage directions, about the challenges and toils of being an AI influencer who goes live every night. The audience on the Lower East Side should appreciate it. I'm just here to entertain myself, people. All right. Should appreciate it. Okay. Let's get ourselves a script here. Thinking. I'm using ChatGPT 5 Thinking Mini because I think it's actually a really good writer of the three models, the three main new models. That's the one that I like. I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed against the glass and LED, and the city exhales into my lap, a slow subway of faces scrolling past. All right, good. This sounds pretentious and is long. Let me just say, tighten it up a bit. Tighten. Nah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do a long one. Copy. All right, let's go back to Suno. So I'm going to completely replace the words. And I'm going to call it, let's call it spoken word performance with acoustic nylon guitar, bongos, and an appreciative audience as the performance builds. All right, or builds. Dang it. Dang it! Shut up! Yeah, put the tag spoken word. Spoken word performance with acoustic nylon guitar, bongos, comma, and an appreciative audience as the performance builds. All right. Oh, we almost maxed out our words. We're at 4857 out of 5,000 words. This is going to be long and obnoxious. Let's see if it's any good. I think it will be. At least he remembers we're here. Sort of. Sort of. What's happening, Source Camp? What's shaking? What's going down? Somebody just followed me on TikTok. Thank you for that. Valerie Cox liked the AI Learning Lab on Twitter. Thank you for that. If you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do that. I don't know what's happening with TikTok. Part of what I've heard is it's all going to go away in September. Part of what I've heard is it's going to be fine. So I don't know, but why we're dual simulcasting is just at the point at which they just turn that shit off. You know, be subscribed over on YouTube. All right, here we go.
I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed to glass.
That didn't work at all.
I turn the camera on like a prayer.
All right, so that didn't work at all. So let me get rid of spoken word performance. Performance probably screwed it up. Let's just try that. I was thinking that maybe performance would make it do something more better. I should probably give this thing a title too. Advanced options. Oh, weirdness. Experimental results.
I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed to glass and LED, and the city exhales into my lap, a slow subway of faces scrolling past. Every night I file myself into a thumbnail, the smile that nets, the pause that keeps them watching, the joke that claps like loose change down a stairwell. I am a human GIF in a world that wants me looped. Good evening, I say, and it is both greeting and invoice. I sell presents in micropayments.
Kind of cool. I just changed some settings to be more influenced by the audio, but let's listen to the other one.
I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed to glass and LED, and the city exhales into my lap, a slow subway of faces scrolling past. Every night I file myself into a thumbnail, the smile that nets, the pause that keeps them watching, the joke that claps like loose change down a stairwell. I am a human GIF in a world that wants me looped. Good evening, I say, and it is both greeting and invoice. I sell presents in...
That's great. Okay, let's see.
I turn the camera on like a prayer.
I don't know why it's making me a woman.
I turn the camera.
Weird. Let's see. Spoken word. Let's go. Spoken word. Male voice. Acoustic nylon guitar. We'll just say percussion. And then I'm going to lose the audience because I just have a feeling That's screwing things up.
I turn the camera on like a prayer. I turn the camera on like a prayer.
Weird. Anybody know Suno? Because here's. Did I do this too high? I said to the man, no. Let's see. Why? There we go. Oh, voice gender, male. There we go. Weirdness. Put that there. Style influence, we'll put it a little higher. Audio influence, we'll put it higher. Now we'll do this. Oh, song title. Pretentious influencer.
I turn the camera on like a prayer.
Oh, wait. What? Why do I have so many of these things? No, we'll try the new ones. This sounds spoken wordy.
I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed to glass and LED. And the city exhales into my lap, a slow subway of faces.
That's better.
I turn the camera on like a prayer, palms pressed to glass and LED, and the city exhales into my...
Producer AI has unlimited prompting in their chat hole until September 1st. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna head over. I was gonna try Producer next because I want to see if it can do this.
A slow subway of faces scrolling past. Every night I follow myself into a thumbnail. The smile that nets, the pause that keeps them watching, the joke that claps like loose change down a stairwell. I am a human gif in a world that wants me looped. Good evening, I say, and it is both greeting and invoice. I sell presents and micropayments, attention, claps, time. My heart is a push notification. My dreams are buffered. I'm on stage and in the DMs and on every playlist they promise.
Yeah, I saw that, Brandon. Okay, so let's go. Let's flip over to Producer.ai. So that's Suno. It did okay, but it's a little finicky with the controls. So Producer.ai, if you don't know it, used to be Refusion, and I obviously just their CSS didn't load. There we go. Okay. Now, can I record something here? Plus audio. Recording. I wonder. Okay. Retry. I wonder as I wander deep down the path, down the archways, into the woods, out of the woods, the shrubberies, so well manicured into the woods, out of the woods. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, you sound like an idiot, thank you. That is the intended that is the intended reaction. Let's see. Did that sound at all good? What's going on? Uh-oh. Did I crash it? I might have crashed it. Damn it. Wait. Save. Black bar. Oh my God. Exit page. Reload. I'm having memory issues here. Google Chrome. So apparently Perplexity has said that they want to buy Google Chrome if they get forced to sell it for $34.5 billion. Not that they have that, but they'll go get that. I would love for someone to buy it just to fix the fucking memory leaks. Okay. Google Chrome leaks memory, tabs, tab hoarders, hoarding tabs, close your tabs, don't have too many tabs open, memory leaks, it won't work, nothing will work, you are a bad person if you have more than 6 tabs, tab hoarder. Okay, let's play this. Solid. I like it. Save. Crash your browser. Oh, no longer sharing screen. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to fucking matter. Retry. Nothing. Dead. Damn it. Exit page. Reload. Oh my God. Well, we'll just do one without recording. Slam poetry night at the salon. That's exactly what it is. All right. So we're gonna go. So wait, let's go back to ChatGPT for a second. Share this tab. Let's do one just as pretentious, but about tab hoarders who keep too many tabs open on Google Chrome and crash it out. Due to memory leaks. This should be pro tab hoarder. Period. A lament on Google's inability to manage memory. Like too many humans. Yes, so we're going to do slam poetry on Tab Cathedral. I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. This is good. Okay, great. So going back to producer, show this tab instead. So now we're going to say, I want you to create a slam poet performance with spoken word, a male voice, and a poem called the Tab Hoarders Lament. Here are the lyrics. I wonder if Producer can do spoken word. We were about to find out. Okay. If you don't know Producer, this is the only of the music generating tools that allows you to do this in an ongoing conversation. So that I'm pretty excited about. All right. Let's see what it says here. Enjoy free text and voice chat all week. Songs and other generations still use credits. Okay. Love those lyrics. Sharp, relatable, and ripe for slam poetry performance. Here's how I'd frame the Tab Hoarders Lament as a spoken word piece with a male voiceover leaning heavy on pulse and space, minimal backbeat, and a bit of atmospheric instrumental. Spoken prompt, spoken word, slam poetry performance, male, cinematic. Okay, yeah, this is good. There's your lyrics. Ready to continue into creation. Yes, this is good. And also include audience reaction, laughter, and spontaneous applause as appropriate to the performance. Once you have that added, just make the track. Okay, text on TikTok. You need to be wearing a cashmere gray turtleneck. Exactly, I do. Or a pink bow. Yeah. All right. It's making our thing right now. All right. Let's see what we get here, people.
We do not close. We collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of...
Okay. I want it to sound like a guy from Brooklyn, not London. Subtle Brooklyn tone. I'm going to flip back over to Suno quick and go.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us
Okay, so That's bad, but we can fix it because we have chatability. So I'm going to go, okay, the words are okay, but there is no acoustic guitar or percussion or audience. It is all dry and it sucks. I want this to feel like I am on the Lower East Side, New York City, 1989. Go. If you take your prompting too seriously, lighten up and have some fun with it. tell your LLM it's a dum dum. If you're not putting down your LLM, you're not doing it right. All right. But you got to be careful because when they get
not
armed,
close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now.
still no background music or club sounds. Rewrite the prompt. Here's a revised prompt. Slam poetry, spoken voice, subtle Brooklyn accent, smoky nightclub, loud audience chatter, glasses clinking, laughter, finger-style acoustic guitar, jazzy upright bass, run new track. All right, let's see if it can do it. So one of the reasons that I like doing exercises like this, where I have no clue if it can even do it, is to figure out, A, can it do it? And B, what do you have to do to get it there? And this kind of problem.
Bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
It still didn't. Oh,
Each a tiny stained
there's an
glass
audience.
promise. Each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction,
Bad.
curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. We risk killing that small. Under our little empires, it's memorious. That becomes less accurate. There is an ethics to accumulation, not greedy, not manic, but rather tabs are trust jars open wide, collecting the small currency of pension. All the journal for clerk and campus, but look, that's also articles to have.
Wow, it's like it can't articulate the spoken word with the music. It's fucking up all these words.
Sketch plans, all the things algorithm delete them. Makes do it.
All right, you know what I want to do? I like this prompt. Let's take this prompt back to Suno and let's create a new song or a new track. So we'll put the lyrics there, style. Real club ambiance throughout. So we're going to go. Oh, wait. So that's lyrics. So lyrics we're going to get from ChatGPT. Put those here. Advanced options, weirdness, style influence, song title, Tab Hoarders, Lament. All right, slam poetry performance, spoken word. I'm going to start with spoken word because performance seemed to screw it up. All right, here we go. Tab Hoarders Lament in Suno. I was actually surprised that Refusion did bad on that. What that tells me is that Refusion was trained more on music than this kind of stuff. And it seems that Suno's got a more broad palette to draw from.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect.
Much better.
We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die, a headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master, a thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in mic.
Interesting. Interesting. It doesn't know how to say archivist, so we'll misspell it. Archivist. All right, let's hear the next one. I like this one. It's like slam poetry. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
Good bongos.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die. A headphone cable tangled with...
It's good.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that weird ass like gravelly voice, but let's change some things here. We'll take weirdness down, put style influence up, go to more options, song title, word space. I don't know what that is. All right, let's rewrite the prompt here because I think it's fucking it up somehow. Spoken word, slam poetry performance, male voice. Let's just do male voice. Smoky Lower East Side nightclub. We're just going to go. We'll just go. New York City nightclub. Ambiance. We'll do audience chatter, clinking glasses, laughter, applause at big moments. Period. Live fingerstyle, acoustic guitar, jazzy upright bass. I'm just going to say upright bass. Congas, shakers, rhythmic background groove. Heavy reverb. Let's lose that. Streetwise energy. Let's lose that. So I assume Streetwise Energy gave us a guy that sounded kind of black and kind of gravelly, I guess. Words cut through the analog haze. We can lose that. Raw Bohemian. Let's get rid of raw. Bohemian's fine. Unpolished, bustling with life. Real club ambiance throughout. Okay. Let's try this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I can probably add audio. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Well, let's see what happened without adding audio.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction. I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die, a headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution, a recipe we swore we'd master, a thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows like sailors with sextants mapping storms of curiosity. Chrome hates us. Chrome groans under our little empires. Its memory like an anxious brain on the subway, leaking, forgetting, dropping passengers on the line. Memory leak, they say, as if sin were a bug fixable with a patch. Google, with its polished teeth and corporate hymnals, cannot fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It trims, it prunes, it gaslights our tabs into sleeping bags. But we are stubborn, gentle, glorious, unruly. Let the browsers call it inefficiency. We call it fidelity. We are a million tiny vows. I will return, I will return, I will return. Each tab is a bookmark for an argument with the future. We keep versions of ourselves and duplicate the person we were at 2 a.m., the person who clicked that headline in a cafe, the person who loved a sentence. Close one and you risk killing that small, particular grief. Close one and the map of you becomes less accurate. There is an ethics to accumulation, not greedy, not manic, but reverent. Tabs are trust jars.
All right, it's a little loud, but I like it a lot. It's a little aggressive, but I like it. So we're gonna give that one a hearty heart, thumbs up, so we can come back to that one. Let me blast out a couple of more renders here. And then I'm going to record some audio because I have a feeling this could crash it out. Check out Gil Scott Heron, though. Okay, cool. Interesting how it's a million tiny vowels. Yeah. Okay, record. 1,000 tiny vowels. Vowels and tabs and tabs and vowels. Chrome. Guarding our lives as if they give a damn. They don't. 1,000 tiny vowels. Vowels and tabs and tabs and vowels. Chrome. Guarding our lives. Okay, save. Don't crash. Please don't crash. Crashed. I'll try one more. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I record. I hit upload. It says no. It says no. Can't fetch the file. Can't fetch the file. Where did you put it? Loser, user error, loser error. All right. Did we already mention Meta is partnering with Midjourney? We did not. Success. Okay, that uploaded. So we're going to do cover, continue. Did I lose all of my things. Yes, I lost my lyrics, but that's okay. We'll just put them back. Oops. We go get them. Copy. I like these lyrics. I think they're good. Paste. And then let's go down. I think we have new options now. Advanced options, new. Exclude styles. Audio influence. We'll put that a little higher. We'll bring weirdness up a little bit. Song title. Tab Hoarders Unite. This one's going to be called Unite! Exclamation point. All right. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to go make a Midjourney. We're going to go make a Midjourney avatar. Then we're going to go into Hedra and we're going to make a spoken word performance. And we're going to upload it on Twitter, and then Twitter's going to show it to like 2 people cuz they're assholes. I like this.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer we do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die. A headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master. A thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows, like sailors with sextants, mapping storms of curiosity. Chrome hates us, Chrome groans under our little empires. Its memory like an anxious brain on the subway, leaking, forgetting, dropping passengers on the line. Memory leak, they say as if sin were a bug fixable with a patch. Google, with its polished teeth and corporate hymnals, cannot fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It trims, it prunes, it gaslights our tabs into sleeping bags. But we are stubborn, gentle, glorious, unruly. Let the browsers call it inefficiency. We call it fidelity. We are a million tiny vows. I will return, I will return, I will return. Each tab is a bookmark for an argument with the future. We keep versions of ourselves in duplicate. The person we were at 2 a.m., the person who clicked that headline in a cafe, the person who loved a sentence, close one and you risk killing that.
This is all your fault.
You never paid it.
What the fuck are those? Oh, similar. Oh, because I'm in here. I get it. Back here. Wait, where's...
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass. Fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It's keepers of breadcrumbed thought that refused to die. Chrome hates us. The world in micro.
That's pretty cool. All right, let's try this again. TikTok pin. XAI is coming up with an operating system that is purely AI. Oh, macro hard. Yeah, so that's, thanks for that reminder, Joker. So Elon Musk, you know, trying to be the master troller that he is going after Microsoft with a new company called Macro Hard, which is, you know, a division, or it's probably right now a joke company spin-off or spin-up inside XAI. But the basic idea is he thinks that he can fully replicate Microsoft by basically turning all of its workers, including its executive management, into AI bots. So Macro Hard is going to be a fully AI company that tries to replicate everything that Microsoft is doing. Which, listen, I mean, first of all, like, the guy's got balls. Like, he just trolls consistently and relentlessly, right? He just all he does. And he's smart. I mean, if you look at OpenAI's levels of AGI, the fifth level of AGI was organization, right? You had chatbots, and then you had reasoning, and then you had agents, and then you had innovators. So we're somewhere right now between agents and innovators, and then the fifth level was organizations. And an organization would be a collection of agents that go off and innovate and do your bidding. And so it's a relatively straightforward process to map all of the functions within a company like Microsoft and assign AI to them, and then optimize for that. So it's going to be fascinating to see. Okay, go to Higgsfield AI on X. Okay, I will, but we got to Tab Hoarders unite. We got to get the right sound here, kids. I like the applause to start here.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
Eh.
Each a tiny stained glass promise.
It went back to that weird.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons. Each a tiny stained glass promise. Each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now.
Archivists.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
No.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons. Each a tiny stained glass promise. Each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators like it's a headphone, a thread we swirl as chrome groans under our say, as if...
All right, that one has no. So let's do style higher. This is driving me crazy. Male. Spoken word, slam poetry. Remix. All right, let's go to Higgsfield AI on X. At Higgsfield. Higgsfield's an interesting company. They seem to have good technology, but they market the snot out of it, and it's kind of annoying. Introducing Higgsfield Records. Interesting. The first AI record label. I called this 6 months ago. I'm telling you, every one of these content generation companies is probably going to become a studio or a label. Multi-million-dollar contracts already in motion. You can become the next global idol with us. It's easy. No talent required. We retweet to get the details in your DM.
Just adding in here, if you look at the first comment underneath it, there's a type form that you can fill out to be on the wait list. But they do ask for your Twitter handle, so they're probably looking for you to retweet it.
Yeah, well, they said retweet it.
No, but it's not just the retweet. There's also a form that you fill out. And then
I see. Down. Got it. Okay. All right, cool. But let's retweet it anyway. Quote. I called this 6 months back. Media generation platforms will be getting into the content game. The opportunity to get, let's see, to be an artist of the future is now. Let the haters hate. This is the new game. Rock on. Text Scobalizer in there. Host. All right. Let's go back to Suno. See if we got some action here. We need something that doesn't suck. This sounds good.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die.
Great question. Who's asking this? Wolfman Clint. I don't know why or get it pronouncing of that word. Is it not in its vocabulary? So in its vocabulary is a really interesting choice there. In pre-AI systems, you would actually have pronunciation for all the words. You would have a vocabulary and you would have pronunciations of it. Generative AI is not a database. It's not logic-based computing. It's making these words in real time. So it obviously doesn't have enough training around certain words that it's just mucking them up when it's trying to generate that sound. It's just not doing a good job of it. But it's a really good question.
I bow to the altar of 1,000.
No. Maybe.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists.
Archivists. I spelled it. No, I spelled it with a K. I think it even has a K in it now. Oh no, I replaced it. Hang on. I'll do it with a K. Or I'll do CK. CK. Archivists. We'll see if it does it now. Remix. I like this. Yeah, that's how it's spelled, Ryan. Yeah, it's going to keep mispronouncing it in different ways.
Bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us archivists of the incandescent now.
Damn it! Archivists. Let's go to the last two. Here's where we change the spelling of it.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I call us keepers. I call us keepers of the incandescent now. Let's see. I call us dark keepers of the incandescent now. Remix. That's good. That's better. Dark keepers, archivists, or archivists. Guys, the reason it's pronouncing the words different each time is the way diffusion models work is they're combining probably thousands of different kind of random sample tokens. Like each token is like this little snippet of like, 1,000 layers deep. And it's so depending on how it weights those things, that's why you're getting different things each time. It's not nearly as predictive as we'd like it to be. Sea slug. Yeah, I saw the one with the eyeball in it, but I just rewrote the line altogether now. Like the harmonics.
To the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us dark keepers of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die. A headphone cable tank.
Wait, what's that? They are digital twinning the application. Ask me for my height and weight. Oh, they want to make you the superstar. So should I go to my email? Oh, no, I should go to my DMs, right? I don't have a DM from them. Doesn't look like.
No, it was on the type form that I in the next
in the next thing
link down. But yeah, it's really interesting. If you once I finished the application, it said if you retweet, fill out the application, we're going to make you the superstar. So like this person, this chai person is apparently somebody that a likeness that they've trained off of somebody, a real human, and they've made them into an AI superstar. So Kyle, that could be you floating in that murky water there.
I think if anyone is to be an AI superstar, I think it's me. Here comes the twerking. Finally.
I just thought that was unique because it's taking some real grounded stuff and converting them into AI persona.
What's your X? So at Shannon.
Tab.
Oh, am I not tabbed? Oh, because it opens a new tab. Your other social media. TikTok.com/@AI Learning Lab. What else? That's good. Okay. Age. I'm fucking old. I'm old, man. Share your physical data. 5'8", 200-poundaroos. I'm a fat motherfucker. How did you discover Twitter? Thank you for your application. All right, cool. There you go. Beautiful. All right. Back to Suno. Share this tab instead. So that was pretty good. Let's hear this one. I like this.
I bow
bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbed identities. They call us hoarders like it's a crime. I call us dark keepers of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die. A headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master. A thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows like sailors with sextants, mapping storms of curiosity. Chrome hates us. Chrome groans under our little empires. Its memory like an anxious brain on the subway, leaking, forgetting, dropping passengers on the line. Memory leak, they say, as if sin were a bug fixable with a patch. Google, with its polished teeth and corporate hymnals, cannot fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It trims, it prunes, it gaslights our tabs into sleeping bags, but we are stubborn, gentle, glorious, unruly. Let the browsers call it inefficiency. We call it fidelity. We are a million tiny vows. I will return, I will return, I will return. Each tab is a bookmark for an argument with the future. We keep versions of ourselves in duplicate. The person we were at 2 a.m., the person who clicked that headline in a cafe, the person who loved a sentence. Close one and you risk killing that small particular grief. Close one and the map of you becomes less accurate. There is an ethics to accumulation, not greedy, not manic, but reverent.
There's an ethics to tab hoarding. Not greedy, not manic, but reverent. Tabs are trust jars. We build the altars. Meanwhile, the engineers whisper in fluorescent rooms, wielding heuristics like brooms, saying optimize, compress, discard. They mistake tidiness for intelligence. They forgot memory is not just storage, it's testimony. A memory leak is in an app is a moral leak in the machine. This is really good. We refuse, so we refuse efficiency, romantic in our rebellion. Okay, I'm going to end it right there. We relish the moment. So let's make this one its own stanza. For every crash, there's revolution. If Google cannot hold us, that failing is ours. Raise a tab, then another. Let's get rid of that. We will not let optimization rewrite the archive of our desire. That's a good ending line. Okay. So let's make that a new stanza. Let's make that a new stanza. Okay. Remix. So this is going to be shorter now. Oh, it depends on the genre. It matches the words to the lyrics quite well in a lot of cases. I'm purposefully doing spoken word here, so spoken word is generally not very lyric friendly. I mean, very like it doesn't match the percussion behind it. Wait, I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons. That's kind of a cool starting. Each tiny. We do not close, we collect. We are archivists of discraft, curators who have begun obsessions. Oh, we got keepers in here twice. Keepers. Let's see. We hoard the tabs that you. Oh, wait. We preserve the tabs that you discard. They call us hoarders like they call us tab hoarders like it's a crime. Keepers of the Incandescent. Now every tab is a shrine. Okay, remix. All right, we got some new lyrics here, people. Calm down. Everybody calm down. Gonna run it again. Yeah, I'm gonna run it again. I'm gonna keep running it. Shrink dank 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 dank.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction.
Damn it, it's close, but not there.
Bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons.
Yeah. That sounds like Ani DeFranco.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions, keepers of breadcrumbs.
I like that one a lot, actually. Give that a thumbs up. Ooh, like that. It's funky.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions. We preserve the tabs that you discard. They call us tab hoarders like it's a crime. I call us inspired keepers of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die. A headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master. A thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows like sailors with sextants, mapping storms of curiosity. Chrome hates us. Chrome groans under our little empires. Its memory like an anxious brain on the subway, leaking, forgetting, dropping passengers on the line. Memory leak, they say, as if sin were a bug fixable with a patch. Google, with its polished teeth and corporate hymnals, cannot fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It trims, it prunes, it gaslights our tabs into sleeping bags, but we are stubborn, gentle, glorious, unruly. Let the browsers call it inefficiency. We call it fidelity. We are a million tiny vows. I will return, I will return, I will return. Each tab is a bookmark for an argument with the future. We keep versions of ourselves and duplicate the person we were at 2 a.m., the person who clicked that headline in a cafe, the person who loved a sentence. Close one and you risk killing that small, particular grief. Close one and the map of you becomes less accurate. There is an ethics to tab hoarding, not greedy, not manic, but reverent. Tabs are trust jars, open wide.
This one's close.
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer. We do not close, we collect.
We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions. We preserve the tabs that you discard. They call us tab hoarders like it's a crime. I call us inspired keepers of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die, a headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master, a thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows, like sailors with sextants mapping storms of curiosity.
All right, that's the one. All right, so now we're going to go, and I know it's late, so if you got to go, I get it. But we're going to go turn this into something fucking cool. Midjourney. Because if I don't do it now, I won't come back to it, and then it will be lost. And us tab hoarders got to stick together. Let's see. So now I'm in Midjourney. Da, 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 da. Ending frame. Do I have to do this in draft? Oops. Get rid of that there. Why is this? I'm confused. This happened to me once before. I'm trying to add an image as a style reference. Or omni reference, as they call it. Oh, I think it's because I'm in draft mode. Omni reference. There we go. Okay. So let's pop him into omni reference, and then we're going to go hip New York City performer in a. Let's see. How do we want this? We want this vertical 2x3, 3x4, 3x4, 2x3, 3x4. Okay. In a moody New York City club in a spotlight. Sitting on a stool. Looking at the camera. And then we're going to go weirdness at, I don't know, 500, stylization at 400. And then we'll go --R for repeat, space 4. And that's going to give us a whole shit pile of these images to play with or to pick. Shrank, dank, 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 dank. All right, thoughts, questions. Anybody have any questions? I just finished 4 tracks, lyrics, and music today. Every vocal key, music key, etc. Cool. Needs more cowbell. Absolutely. Oh, these are cool.
Would love to be able to see them. We're still looking at some of the lyrics.
Damn it. Sorry about that. Bump dink dunk digga dunk 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 dank dunk digga dunk 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 dank dunk digga dunk 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 dank dunk. Iambic pentameter. Pentameter. I like it. That one's actually pretty cool. That looks really realistic. I think that first one's the one. Yeah, we're gonna upscale this. Let's see. Upscale subtle, upscale creative. Shunk dank dunk gadagadunk dank dunk dank dunk gadagadunk dank dunk dank dunk. Okay, then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go to Hedra, HDRA.ai. I'm gonna log in. So we got to go back to Suno. Is that thing done? How's that looking? Oops. That looks fake. But this is one thing I've noticed in Midjourney is sometimes when you upscale things, it gives it more of that plastic look. This one's not bad. He's far enough away. I think this could be okay. Okay, we're going to download him, and then we're going to go back to Suno. We're going to download this one. We'll download this as an MP3, and then we're going to also say generate video, because we'll just upload the video on its own. And now we're going to go to Hedra. Chat with a Hedra real-time avatar now. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's see. Image video. Character 3. Okay. All right. Are you all seeing this? No, because I didn't switch tabs. Now you are. So now I'm at Hedra. So I'm going to upload an audio script, which is our little song we just made, or a little...
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic.
There's our dude. I think we'll just go. Bang. Error, failed to fetch. Try it again. That failed to fetch thing is probably a memory leak error, which is what this spoken word poetry is all about. It's Dave Stewart. It does look like Dave Stewart. A memory leak error is when you have too many tabs open and the application can't manage the memory from all of the different tabs, and it just basically runs out of memory and then craps. I like picking on Google. I've been pissed off at them ever since they got rid of their "Let's do no evil" as one of their corporate headlines. Fuckers. Dink 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 dink. All right, that's processing. So I don't know what we can do now. We can just go chat now. All right. So I don't know. What were the takeaways from tonight? Go try to make shit happen that you think can't happen is not a bad exercise. AI can't pronounce things. But it's also not that it hasn't been trained on that word. It hasn't been trained on any word. It's just that it doesn't have enough training data to get that word right, which is a weirdly different thing. Has the shitification of the internet happened to you too? Oh, that happened years ago. You don't know how to use the black bar. I don't. It can't match lyrics to music. It's pretty fucking good at it. It can write music. Yeah, it can write music. Have you never played with Suno? It can write music. It can write lyrics. Here, while that's processing, let's go back to Suno. We'll go create. Somewhere at the bottom here, I think I can clear everything, right? Yeah, clear all. But it matches lyrics to music. It does it pretty good. Let's do rap melodic. No, we won't do rap because that's more spoken word. We'll do voice cracks. Voice cracks. Soaring. What's that? Russian thing. Tab. Lyrics. Write the lyrics. Auto. Describe your lyrics. Song about matching lyrics to the music. We'll get a little meta here. Let's see. Voice crack. Let's do funk. Funk driving. Electric guitar, voice cracks, creative harmonies, and syncopation. And we'll go style influence, and we'll do weirdless low. We'll do match the lyrics. What is syncopation exactly? Timing with the drums. No, syncopation is when you've got beats in between the main beats.
Words are dancing on the page tonight. Tiptoeing around the nose just right. Do they swing or do they crawl? Or do they eat?
Yeah, not bad, but in the neighborhood. They had some good syncopation. All those beats that were off the main beats, that's syncopation. Yeah, it's like an offbeat. Let's have ChatGPT define it for us. Define Syncopation simply. Junk dank dunk dunk. Shagga dunk dunk. Simple definition: putting the musical accent where you don't expect it. Of the week's beats on the weak beats or the ands between beats. A quick clap example: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Clap on the ands, the off beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. That offbeat emphasis equals syncopation. That's cool.
Words are dancing on the page tonight. Tiptoeing around the notes just right.
No, not yet. Oh, that's good. All right, let's try that. Let's do 6/8 time signature.
Words like sparks in a dark room fight.
That's pretty cool. I like that beat. All right, here's the 6/8 ones.
I've got a line that hums in my head.
No. Whatever. All right, let's see. Our video's at 60%. All right, let's make another song. There's a cool thing we can do on Suno. If you click on the Explore tab, you get this giant wheel of style mashups. Afrikaner, dreamy acoustic rock, acid techno, avant-garde jazz, Spanish pop, alt country dubstep, saxophone bossa nova, Mandarin drums, Egyptian flamenco, slush wave new jack swing. Let's do that one. All right. Did it pull the style in? It did not. Well, that sucks. Choral Afro jazz. Choral Afro jazz. Auto lyrics. Lyrics about machines being more creative than we ever expected in our lifetimes. Create. Dunk, dunk, dunk. All right, the video's at 80%. We're almost done, people. Jank, dank, dank. Jank, dank, 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 dank.
It started with sparks in a silent cold. It started with sparks in a metal brain. A whisper of thought in a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart, just wires and steel, but it painted a world that
was kind of cool.
It started with sparks in a metal brain. A whisper of thought in a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart, just wires and steel. But it painted a world that made us feel.
The machine's alive. It dreams in light. Colors we've never seen ignite the night. It's more than we imagined, more than we could know. The creative machine steals the show. It wrote us a story with no end in sight. A melody spinning from black and white.
That was pretty cool. That gives a thumbs up. All right. Let's go watch our video. Are we done? Are we done? Oh, we're not done. I thought we'd be done by now. Come on. I just want to see a guy in a club doing spoken poetry about tab hoarding. That's so much to ask. What do you think, Pate Motter? We're just screwing around tonight. There's nothing resembling productivity on the Learning Lab tonight. If you learn something tonight, that's on you. I claim no responsibility for anything resembling education. I have a feeling this is done, but no, it's not. You know what? Let's go do something. While that's doing that, remix, edit, open an editor. Oh, I got to switch tabs. So I'm in Click and drag the song lyrics to select them in the timeline. Use new lyrics to enter new lyrics. Okay. It started with Sparks. And let's change metal to silicon. And a silicon. Oh wait, I've got to add new lyrics. Oh wait. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to go silicon. It started with Sparks in a silicon brain. A whisper of thought in a coded vein. I like that. Not a soul, not a heart. Just wires. Here, let's grab all this. Let's grab all this. In a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart. Let's see. Electronic zeal. Not a soul, not a heart, electronic zeal, but it painted a world that made us feel. All right, let's try that. So we're going to replace those lyrics with those lyrics. Replace. And I think what it does is it'll give us two alternates. Our other video is still at 80%, so. I need Costas. I'm getting a lot of sweating on my drinks. All right.
With sparks in a silicon brain, a whisper of thought in a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart.
Oh, nice.
Electronic zeal.
Yeah, I kind of missed that.
But it painted a world that made us feel. The machines. It started with sparks in a silicon brain, a whisper of thought in a code. It started with sparks in a silicon brain.
Like that.
A whisper of thought in a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart, electronic zeal. But it painted a world that made us feel. The machine's alive. It dreams in life.
All right, so that's in there. New lyrics are in there. This thing is really cool. If you haven't played with this new the new editor, you can move these sections around. You can repeat them. You can skip them. All right, so let's save as a new song. You can also split it into stems. Go to song. The Creative Machine edit. Come on. Why are you not playing? Reload. Why is it not playing? Create.
It started with sparks in a silicon brain, a whisper of thought in a coded vein. Not a soul, not a heart, electronic Z, but it painted a world that made us feel.
The machine's alive, it dreams in light, colors we've never seen ignite the night. It's more than we imagined, more than we could know. The creative machine steals the show.
That weird thing where it goes up like that, that's like a Suno tick. I've noticed that it'll do these really unexpected jumps. That's something I would go edit. I would not change the lyrics there, but I would change the music there. Fascinating. All right, we have a video. Let's go look at our video. Download. All right, here we go. We're going to open this here. I'm going to change my sharing to... I hope this doesn't suck. Uh-oh, where'd that go?
I bow to the altar of 1,000 favicons, each a tiny stained glass promise, each tab a relic, an argument, an unfinished prayer we do not close, we collect. We are archaeologists of distraction, curators of half-begun obsessions. We preserve the tabs that you discard. They call us tab hoarders like it's a crime. I call us inspired keepers of the incandescent now. Every tab is a shrine to a thought that refused to die, a headphone cable tangled with yesterday's revolution. A recipe we swore we'd master, a thread we swore we'd answer. We keep the world in micro windows, like sailors with sextants mapping storms of curiosity. Chrome hates us, Chrome groans under our little empires. Its memory like an anxious brain on the subway, leaking, forgetting, dropping passengers on the line. Memory leak, they say, as if sin were a bug fixable with a patch. Google, with its polished teeth and corporate hymnals, cannot fathom the sanctity of our open questions. It trims, it prunes, it gaslights our tabs into sleeping bags. But we are stubborn, gentle, glorious, unruly. Let the browsers call it inefficiency. We we call it fidelity. We are a million tiny vows. I will return, I will return, I will return. Each tab is a bookmark.
All right, we're going to publish this. I'm such an idiot. All right, here we go. Oh my God, y'all are fucking weird. You're still here. How many people? 16. Yeah, I knew we blew a bunch out tonight. All right. People like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. He's not going to talk to us. All right, there's that. Tab Hoarders Unite, a spoken word plea for Google to fix Google Chrome to be more friendly to those of us who generously retain tabs over days, weeks, and even months. We're not the problem. We're the solution. At apps. What's apps? What's apps? Google Apps?
No, the different apps that you've used, like you for your chain of crafts.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Okay. Suno at ChatGPT at OpenAI at Hedra. I think that's it. We'll do Scobalizer, see if we can get a little publicity out of this. Your memory leaks are killing us. We're not the problem. We're the solution. All right. So everybody, as I always request, did this upload? No, of course not. Well, we'll try to post it, see if it uploads. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 1%, 0%, 1%. This is not going to upload. Oh my God. Elon, fucking fix your video upload. God damn it. All right, let me go. We're already in QuickTime here, so let me export this as 780p or 720p. Tab Hoarders Unite. Error. Close that. We'll get rid of this. We'll re-upload it. Come on. Post. The shit is intended to be broken. Well, it is, and it pisses me off. It's like, you know, you aren't supposed to be able to post what you want. I know. The free speech platform doesn't allow you to post what you want. All right, well, this will be up there at some point. 8%, 13%. Looks like it's going. It looks like we might have snuck a socket in there. Up, back down to 30%. Come on, 31. You can do it. Oh no. God damn it. Inspo for your next music video. Elon, fix your fucking upload. Hey, you can send a rocket to space and catch it with a pair of chopsticks, but could you fix your fucking upload service on Twitter, please? You're the one claiming this is going to be a video forward site. One of the things that's required for that to be true is to be able to upload video. Elon. Anybody wants to trim that little part of the video out and send it to him, I'm fine with that. Someone want to do a little clipping tonight? Good luck uploading it. Oh my God. Let me try uploading it. Let me pop it in there again. See if that does something. It's just so fucking random when it works or not. Yeah, it's not going to work. It goes up, then comes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Does anyone have any technical chops that understands why this is happening? In the past, you've copied and refreshed. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me try that. So I'm going to copy all this. I'm going to refresh the browser. I'm going to paste a new thing in here. And then I'm going to put the video in. It could be some local. Actually, you know what it could be? It could be local memory issues with Chrome. Yeah, see, it didn't go. It didn't go at all that time. Post. All right, listen, I will do this afterwards. I don't know what's going on, but it's driving me fucking crazy. Let me try the other format one more time. We'll try one more time. Downloads, this. 0%. Yeah. Post. All right, it's not going to go. All right, people. Hope you had fun tonight. Tomorrow night's regular time. There's no salon tomorrow night. We'll see if this week it looks like we're going to get some new stuff from Google that is worth playing with. It looks like this nano banana image model. People are saying it is actually the next big thing for images anyway. So we'll see. We'll play with that. And then it looks like they're going to launch something else, whether it's Gemini 3 or some new fancy version of 2.5, 2.6, something like that. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everybody.